All right, it is the premier heating and air show on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5, powered by American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Oh my gosh, the band is back together. We got everybody this particular week. What's up, Reed? How are you, my friend?
I'm doing really good.
Reed from Premier Heating and Air, my guy Tom from American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, who's been traveling the countryside, wandering like a hobo looking for a train. Glad to have you back here in Colorado, Tom. You have been kind of busy over the past couple weeks, huh?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been nuts. I mean, a lot of stuff going on. We were able to secure American Standard for other parts of the country a few weeks back, so things are going great there. Business has been fantastic, and yep, I was down at the mothership down in Tyler, Texas.
Right on.
Meeting with them, and one of our territory managers graduated from the American Standard program, so it was a great deal, great celebration.
Yeah, we love American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. We love Premier. We work together. 720-547-8009, premieraircolorado.com. As we're wont to do, just start the show here in the fall, just to check up about the boot game. Tom is a Wyoming. He's a Poke. And Reed is a proud Ram. How'd that game go? I kind of missed it. Like, what happened in that game? Tom? I'll go to Tom.
It really wasn't worth watching.
It wasn't worth watching?
No.
Mm-mm. I mean, I think it was pretty good.
Actually, it was I thought it was more competitive. It wasn't like, CSU wasn't really in doubt, but,
yeah.
Tom, you guys competed. I'll give you some props, right? You competed a little bit.
The greatest part of the whole thing is that Reed gave me 14.5 points.
What?
I wish. I didn't negotiate that before the game. I should have.
No.
Well, at 7-3, man, it's pretty exciting for Colorado State right here.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not an easy game against Fresno, and that's a late one. Tom, I don't know. You got Boise State, who's the 12th best team in the country. They're a smooth 23-point favorite over your Pokes. So there's that.
I'd be willing to take that bet if I get 28.
28 points? Well, I'll talk to my Boise State.
4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, this week I'm pulling for Wyoming. So let's go, Tom. Come on.
Okay. Hey, let's rally against it. What do you say, Reed?
Yeah.
Well, let me see here. Help me out here. Do you need UNLV to lose there, Reed? Like, what needs to happen for you guys to get to the Mountain West Championship game?
Well, I don't know if it makes much of a difference, really. I think if we win out, I think we're.
Oh, because that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. You're 5. My bad.
Yeah.
You don't have as good of a record as UNLV overall, but you have a better conference record. You're 5-0 in the Mountain West, and UNLV is 4-1. My bad. So even despite the fact UNLV is ranked, they're 24th in the country, you're in a better standing in the conference. So, wow. Woo! That's pretty exciting.
We still need to beat off Boise State, though, right? We still need Wyoming to be a breaker for it.
Well, I think CSU controls their own destiny. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the top 2 teams get to the conference championship. So, listen, if you want to beat Boise State, Tom, go for it. Nobody.
Yeah. We don't mind. We'll take it either way.
Nobody's standing in your way.
We're going to have to ask for an early Christmas gift from Santa.
But I think UNLV would appreciate it a little bit more than Colorado State at this point. Either way, the Mountain West has been really, really exciting with a couple of nationally ranked teams, with CSU having a banger year, and with a possible or Genti there at Boise State, who's a really highly regarded running back. I don't think he's going to win the Heisman because I think that's going to go to Travis Hunter at CU. But Genti's had a hell of a year, so it's been awesome for college football, man.
Yeah,
I think the Mountain West has been great this year.
And to boot, weren't we talking earlier this year? Weren't we talking about the CSU coach kind of being on the bubble? And look what he's turned around.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's impressive.
Yep. What is going on in the background there? Is that Reed or is that
Sorry, it's
what do you got?
It's been a crazy day here at the Premier office.
Well, talk to us. What's going on? What are you guys working on?
Oh, we got so we had a big team meeting. We had everybody come in. Then we were taking some pictures, some glamour shots with everybody. So yeah, it's been good, but yeah, a little chaotic.
Well, maybe we could just start there. And we thank everybody for listening to the Premier Heating and Air Show, powered by American Standard Heating and Air. So you're getting some marketing things together. You're getting so talk to me. Where are you in terms of business and organization? Just a little up to date with the company and where your targets are and what you're looking at here.
Yeah, I mean, our team is growing, really quickly and all the time, and it's good to get everybody together. We usually meet at least once a month, and but this time we need to get some some pictures, like the pictures in front of our vans and everything. But yeah, it's kind of crazy when you get everybody together just to see like how how many people we have on our team, and it's just awesome to have everybody get together as much as we can.
How would you account for the amazing growth that you've had, Reed?
Well, I think it's all because of this show.
Of course.
It's all you guys too.
That's great.
DMAC
And
and
the
Tom,
great 92.5 listeners.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, that's definitely part of it, but it's I think just when you do things the right way, when you take care of your people and you take care of customers, it's just going to happen. So that's the key, I think.
Yeah. And listen, we do talk, we might as well just get to this right off the bat. If you're looking for a career, Premier Heating and Air, American Standard Heating and Air, maybe we just get to that right off the bat. If somebody is looking for a career, let me start with you, Tom, and then I'll go to Reed. But Tom, if somebody's looking for a career, what's the best way to reach out with you guys?
Just get online and fill out our online application, or even come through the door or email us your resume. Just send it to tom@denverwinair.com, and we would just take that resume. We are hiring. We have really 4 open slots right now. We have 2 at the sales counter and 2 in the warehouse. But just coming in on the entry side of our business, 37 years ago, I was working in the warehouse here at the business that I own today. And we have 9 of our team members here that actually own stock in this business. So, get online and get us your resume, because we'd love to do some hiring. We need to fill some spots.
Reed, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, same thing for us. We're hiring in every department right now for basically every position, and just trying to keep up with the demand. And it's looking really good, especially going into like next year, and we're really kind of ramping up going into summer. But yeah, I think if you want to apply, I mean, give us a call. You can go on our website to fill out your resume, but I think the best thing is just stop by our office in the Denver Tech Center. We're right behind Ocean Prime, so Eddie V's, if you know that area, right up in Bellevue. Yeah, yep. So stop in, and we'd love to have that conversation.
The website is premieraircolorado.com. It's the Premier Heating and Air Show, powered by American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Okay, we get a little bit of a break in the weather here, and most of that snow, the vast majority has melted. So what have you seen, Reed, in terms of calls, business? What kind of traffic is going on these days?
Yeah, I mean, it's typically, we see it like a huge spike come in after, a storm or something like that. So we're kind of, experiencing that. But yeah, I think the other thing with the holidays coming up, people want to get some of these issues addressed, whether they're heading out of town or they have people coming in and visiting. the last thing you want to deal with is issue with your furnace.
Okay. And how's that going in terms of how you're handling that workflow? I know you pride yourself on, same day turnaround if you can get that. Is that the same case? Is it a little bit slower here? Well, what kind of deal are you doing there?
Yeah, I mean, we always prioritize people that don't have heat, so we're still able to get out to those people right away, same day, typically. So, but we're always trying to improve on that, and that's a big reason why we're bringing on new people, just so we can provide that level of service moving forward as well.
And Tom, in terms of just stocking up for the needs, listen, I know you work so far ahead, so I'm actually going to assume you're doing all right there. But I do wonder how far in advance do you work? I mean, are you getting air conditioning stuff in now? Like where's your head at?
Yeah, we are already into next year on that side of it. We placed our big air conditioning orders a month ago.
Wow.
And what we do is what we call as an order for release. So we're placing huge purchase orders with American Standard now for to start showing up in February, March, April. But all of the furnaces that we have right now, we ordered clear back in June, because the one thing that we did learn from the pandemic and supply chain was things can get disrupted, and we vowed to never let that kind of stuff happen to us again. So yeah, we're loaded to the gills with furnaces, and then we still have yet a distribution center that's right out off of 470 that we pull from, and we've got a load of inventory there. So we're stocked to the gills with furnaces, air conditioners. We talked over the weeks here about the refrigerant change. We still have the current refrigerant in stock, and we have the new units with the new refrigerant starting to arrive just this month.
Yeah, Reed, we've talked about, being able to fulfill customers' promises to customers, right? And maybe you can talk on what a great partner American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is. That, yeah, we can get that done for you. I mean, I can't imagine something more frustrating than having a customer, having business, and you cannot fill that order because of supplies. That must be unbelievably frustrating.
Yeah, and thankfully, because Tom is such a good planner there, we're able to keep that pretty minimal. I know a lot of other suppliers were they were out of stuff long before Tom was, but it is a good reminder. You do have to be proactive with those things, and thankfully American Standard is built right here in the USA. So, that's a huge, I think, a big reason for that too. But yeah, when you need something like that, you don't want to, have to wait, and we got to be able to get out there, right away and get them taken care of.
One of the biggest differences, if you're in need of a heating and air conditioning system that you may not be aware of, is the technology, and things are more efficient. They're smaller, actually. Except for that Big Daddy air conditioning unit I have out back. I got the Mac Daddy of air conditioners, but that's a different
DMAC special.
The DMAC specialist. I'm telling you, be ready for it. Take a deep breath. That thing is awesome. But that being said, Tom, maybe you can speak of, if you were just down at the mothership in Tyler, Texas, what is on the rise in terms of technology? What is happening in that department? How efficient are these systems becoming?
Oh, wow. I'm going to actually tell something here on the radio, something that I haven't even had a chance to talk to Reed about.
Okay.
But we have a new 17-seater unit coming out this next year that fits right into Reed's wheelhouse. And what we're going to have is that unit, instead of being a 2-stage capacity, that's Reed's sweet spot. He sells he sells them on a regular basis. It's a 16-seater unit that he sells. It's a 2-stage. It's low and high. The new unit that's going to come out has 5 stages, so it can go from down at 20% and work all the way up through in a variable speed compressor, all the way up to 100% capacity. So on those mild days, it can run at a super low capacity, and then when it gets up to the 95 and 100 degrees, it can go into the full speed. So it's going to be the DMAC 2.0 special.
My stuff is old already.
Yeah.
No, it's not even out yet. It's not even out. We have orders placed for that unit, and it's not even out yet. So it won't be here until probably late first quarter of 25. So you got the best stuff that exists right now.
I'll take it. What do you think about that, Reed?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty exciting, right? I mean, I didn't even know about that. So
Nope.
That's cool. But yeah, it's, the technology is constantly changing. It's like when you buy a phone and then, you give it a year or two and then they have all these new features coming out,
Right.
HVAC is usually like a little bit behind on the curve, but it's cool that things are progressing and, that new technology. I mean, that's awesome.
It's the American Standard Heating. It's the premier heating and air show powered by American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. So that's coming out. That's awesome. There you go. Some breaking news. 720-547-8009. That's 720-547-8009. PremierAirColorado.com. Read what kind of promotions we got going on. And we all know things get a little hectic, coming up between Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. So what's good here? And I would think that, boy, we're right around the corner from Thanksgiving. I'm going to, obviously, a little sense of urgency here if you need things done, though, right?
Yeah, now's definitely the time to get it done. Before the holidays. I mean, we do have capacity. We can get in there pretty quickly. Everything's in stock, those kind of things. It definitely gets busier as we get around the holidays, but we still have that free furnace promotion. We're also bringing back the trade-in credit for a limited amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much? What are we doing there?
That's up to $1,000.
Okay.
Trade-in credit. So, upgrade that old system and you get a little bit of credit back for that. We do have 0% interest financing options available. And then, I think another thing too is we do a price match guarantee. So if you're, if you're getting quotes from other companies or you're looking at other things, definitely get us out there. We can give you a second opinion. We can, give you an estimate. And really, I think when you look at all of our warranties and guarantees, I mean, there's not really anybody out there that's doing everything that we're doing for a lower price. So, it's a good idea to have us at least come out there and take a look.
Yeah. What are some of the benefits of those that don't know about being in the family, part of the club for Premier? Like what kind of benefits does that give you?
Yeah, you mean the Premier, the Platinum membership?
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because we got another separate club if you want to get into that one.
What do I do get in that separate club? What do I need there?
You're already in the club, DMAC. Come on.
You started the club. You're the president.
Yeah.
I got
my VIP.
I got my fur coat, my shades, my snakeskin boots.
Yeah. You've got a bronze boot that Reed will loan you.
There you go. Well, at least he's got it.
Yep, we got it. But yeah, with our membership, I mean, that's always a good place. Like if you don't know kind of where to start, I mean, get in on that membership. It's basically going to cover everything. It's going to cover your maintenance. If anything happens, you get priority service. You get a 10% discount on any repairs if those come up, any upgrades that you need. And then when it is time to replace your system, you get a 5% discount on that as well. So that's really the best place to start. And, get in with us and, we got you covered.
I love it. It's such an easy decision to go with Premier Heating and Air. So make a phone call today, 720-547-8009. That's 720-547-8009. PremierAirColorado.com. Todd, I always love the stories of you and Reed, frankly. Give me a fun one with you and Reed, like when you guys were like dating before you got married here as business partners.
Well, I don't. Off the top of my head, I don't have the dating before we got married, but I'm going to tell you about this last weekend.
Oh, all right.
Which, that was. I got to tell you, we had a blast of a weekend.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Reed and I headed out about, I don't know, around 3:30 or so from his house. And we headed north and jumped on 470 and got ourselves up to Fort Collins and hooked up with his buddy. And we ended up in the New Belgium area, the porch, they call it, of the stadium. It's the north end zone of CSU.
Now,
Stadium.
Tom, I got to ask you, when you go to a place that human beings live compared to Laramie, does it strike you like, whoa, like what are all these people doing here?
I was surprised.
Yeah. Because in
there
Laramie,
were more people than cows there, DMAC.
Yeah.
And more people than antelope. It was crazy.
And like the streets, the streets are so much narrower because you don't have to take like buggies down them. So
they were paved.
They were paved.
Yeah.
And you know what? The stadium even had restrooms, not even porta potties. It was great. It was that's remarkable. It was a beautiful stadium. It was awesome. So we had a great time, and Reed and I hung out with his buddy and a few other guys that we got to meet up there. It was super cool. I mean, the score wasn't so great, but hey,
good time.
We'll let him have the boot for a little while, maybe another year or so. Anyway, and then we turn around, and Reed and I and our wives and Reed's daughter, we all went to the Bronco game on Sunday.
What'd you think?
Oh, I gotta tell you, number one, it was an awesome game. But my wife said to me when we got home, she said, I didn't even watch the game. I had so much fun with Madison, Reed's daughter.
Right.
They just had a blast. I mean, she's a year and 9 months, and we just had a blast just as couples and getting to spend time with Reed's daughter. And we're on the list. My wife and I are on the list to be able to babysit for them so that they can have a date night. So it's just really cool to see how our relationship has grown from where it was back 15 years ago when he was a single guy, and to where he's at with being a dad. It's just so cool.
Yeah, Reed decided to wait till he was 70 to have a kid. And, no, he's not that old. But you'll be one of the older dads. You may get when your daughter's in 4th grade. You may get you're Madison's grandfather at soccer practice. It might happen. Although you're a spry looking fella, but I
don't know. You've got to get a gray hair first. He hasn't even got no.
I know. Yeah. I'm getting that now and then. I'm like, wait, grandfather. Easy. Relax there a little bit. But how important has that relationship business wise and for customers to know? What has that relationship meant for you, Reed?
Yeah, I mean that means everything. And I know, we're even talking about doing we've done our Christmas party together before, and I think we're going to try to do that again this year. And but it's like we all kind of have the common goal, right? I mean, we're trying to take care of the customer, and it is all about those relationships. Like that's big for me. I know it's big for Tom and you as well, DMAC. I mean, we've all known each other forever,
Forever. Yep.
But yeah, and it is cool we can kind of blend the personal, professional, and my daughter's like a huge Broncos fan.
She is not. She's not even 2 years old. She doesn't. She's just looking at bright colors.
No, she was into it.
Yeah.
She likes watching the horse run up and down the field.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. She
claps.
It'd be funny if she was like, "I told you, Bo Nix was the right draft pick."
Yeah. No, she's funny. She'll clap, like sometimes it's for the wrong team. I'm like, no, we don't clap for that,
Right.
He did teach her to say "Go Rams" on Saturday morning though, and sent me a text.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You got little Broncos gear for her? Or
oh yeah.
Have you done all that?
Yep.
Yeah, it's always good. Use headphones at the games for your baby, or is it not really? Listen, I'll tell you, if you go to an Avs or Nuggets games, you got to have headphones for the little kids. Got to have them. I mean, it's so loud. I don't know about the Broncos. You might be all right there. That might be not so bad.
It gets a little loud, but like we've tried to put them on her and she won't wear them.
Yeah. I think football games, I think you're probably okay. It's an open stadium, it's loud. It's not like, the Nuggets and the Avs games are just like, oh my Lord.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my God, I don't know. Yeah, but hey, listen, you and your wife got a lot of courage taking a baby to a Broncos game, and but it sounds like you guys had a wonderful time. The Broncos are playing great, as is CU and CSU. So Colorado, Tom, Colorado football is doing wonderful, and as is business with Premier Heating and Air. So if you want to hear and be involved with what we've been talking about, listen, man, it's going to save you money in the long run. You don't have to wait till you have an emergency. You don't, but we don't discriminate here. If you do, we're not going to, no judgment zone if you do have an emergency. And the simplest thing is just to put this number in your phone, okay? You don't think you're going to have an emergency. Everything's great until it all falls apart. But if you have this number in your phone, you're going to be okay. That's 720-547-8009. You wouldn't believe how many people come up to me and goes, hey, what's that? Heating and air thing that you talk, one of these things. They know I do it. It's like, it's one of those deals, Reed and Tom, like sometimes unless you really, really need it, it's kind of off your radar. But there's a reason why you got to plug away day after day, right, Reed?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, have that number ready to go because, you never know when you're going to need it. And a lot of times, I mean, it's, it can be an emergency situation and you don't want to be kind of calling around and randomly picking a company. It's definitely a roll of the dice. So put our number in there, have it saved, ready to go. Even better, reach out to us, have us come out and do a tune-up.
Yeah.
Make sure everything is good. Get on our membership so that you're covered moving forward and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, this is so easy to do. It's such a no-brainer. It's the Premier Heating and Air Show powered by American Standard Heating and Air. 720-547-8009, premieraircolorado.com. All right, what's your next adventure, Tom? Where are you off to? Like, what's the next thing?
The next adventure I have to go down to Phoenix for a meeting.
Okay. You bring your golf clubs?
I'm sorry?
You bringing your golf clubs?
I think they're going to need to be packed.
Okay.
They'll need to be packed. I got me a new early Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Just came in the mail the other day, a new 3-wood. And, a guy's got to go test it out before golf time.
Sure.
So I'll have to go to the meeting and then maybe stay an extra day or two.
All right. Where in the Phoenix area are you? I'm very familiar. My son went to Arizona State. And so I've spent a lot of time down there. Where exactly are you headed to?
All meetings, for whatever reason, in the Phoenix area, all have to be in Scottsdale. And my wife and I have a little place south of Chandler, so it's 54 miles one way to go to every dang meeting up in Scottsdale. But
Reed, did you see what Tom just did? Did you see what he just dropped that he's a multiple homeowner? He just casually.
It's the size of a shoebox, DMAC.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Is that I'm sure that's what you tell the butler and housekeeper. Yeah. I'm sure. Okay. All right.
It's a shoebox.
My place in Gilbert. Woe is me. It's so far away from my meetings where I'm playing. Really, seriously, what is this? I don't know if I even believe this. I worked in the warehouse thing and then I bought the company thing. I don't know if I can even believe that.
Reed's been there. You can't even turn around in the place. It's so
small.
So great.
On a golf course, and he doesn't even have to get in his car in that neighborhood. He just drives his golf cart everywhere.
All I can say is thank you for gracing us with your presence on a weekly basis. And for those that want one more time, it's the Premier Heating and Air Show powered by American Standard Heating and Air. Such a great guys, great service. Do the right thing for your home and contact Premier at 720-547-8009, premieraircolorado.com. Beat Boise State, hang in there, and definitely beat Fresno State. And guys, we'll talk to you next week here on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.